Hello everybody, today we're going to do a quick study of a foot. So it's seen from the front angle, and necessarily it is a foot that is without shoes, so that we can really try to bring out the features. So we will just have, let's actually begin with a straight vertical line, and then you could either have an oval here or not. That's meant for the area that will have the ankles. The ankles, and then have another oval right here. So this way, and we're going slightly this way. It's from the front, but I think that a little bit of perspective will just give it a little bit extra right there. So then along the line we come down with the, and this is the right leg that I've chosen, so that is the outside of the shin and calf area, inside, and we come right down. So that is the calf, let's say, that's the shin bone right there, that is the outside of the lower leg. And then we come down here, and around this we put in the ankle. Now, how evident this is, or how apparent, or how much of it is pointing outward, is depending on the model of leg that you are using. You could also Google images and check. In some it's not as evident, but it's always evident, but it's not as big as this. But I've made it just this big so that, for the sake of our practice, we have something more evident to work with. So I'm coming down like this, and then going right down there, and that is actually the heel at the back. So I'm trying to make a curve and control it, trying to make it come inward. And then right around here is where our toes will go, right here in this area. So how we can work that is, there's a simple way to go around this. So we go 1, 2, 3. Now I'm not making straight lines. You could have just this going, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So try to make this the largest, smaller. Yeah, this is smaller, definitely smaller yet, and smallest, and not too thick as I've used here. I've used more thicker strokes here. Just use very light strokes, because you might be working around this, as I have begun right now. So around this one I am going and placing, let's actually get this out of the way first. So I'm using a skin fold here, and I'm using the bony structure. So as I've said, we're looking at it slightly from the front, but just at an enough angle to show that much of the heel. It could be up here as well, but here is just fine. You could bring it up. It'll just depend on how you're looking at it and from what angle. And then we go in and we put in toe. Try to make it flat here at the bottom, because it is sitting firmly on the ground, and try to do that. Just like, some here, actually some coils can also work. Like if you go like this, and then you could work around the coils. So there's the nail, essentially. That's the nail, some skin folds, and the toe. We'll just put in a line like right there, and put in a line coming in. This line I've just made come upward and inward a little bit. And then here we put in sharper lines, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Try to have a little bulge here at the end. It is like more characteristic and it's actually more accurate. And 1, 2, 3, bulge. This one will not be as evident, and we'll just do that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have at that angle a foot. Let's have some more details going in, but try to bring them like inward. That's why I had this line, so that you have to know that this is going flatter toward here, except for this that raises up a little bit and goes into the structure here. So 2 lines there, maybe a bit of very faint lines here. So now if we were to have, let's say, a light source coming from the top, of course we would have the shading on the anatomy right here. Now the shin is of course not our focus, but we'll just, for the sake of a slightly more appealing image, put in some tones regardless, and then work our way down. And we have to just think that the shadows are falling on all these features that are away, or that are at a lower base level than other features. For instance, this is right under the bulge, and there's under the bulge of the calf, and there's the light missing there, and there's the shadows setting in, just like that under the heel. And then the whole point is to blend it, and around the bulge perhaps have a little bit of tone going. So I made that darker, but I'm having a slight tone running right through, indicating that there is a round structure there that we are trying to tap into. And this will be more flat. I've decided, as I said, to bring up the heel a little bit, because I went on and made the toes that way instead of bringing them up. So correct thing would be to bring the heel up a little bit, and then just darken it right there. Darken that. Darken the bottom there a little bit, and have the nails going right there. Some skin folds, not too evident, but yes, some of it will definitely show. A little bit of shade here, just to see that there is that little essential, those are the little essential tone setting in into the deeper surfaces. And right along here, slightly smoother tone than this. And then right there, some tones in between the toes if you wish, again depending on the source of light. And then tones going upward right here, some tone right here. Let's make that a little darker just for character's sake, and some tone right here as well. So as you see that the foot shaped up somewhat, and it's resting on a flat surface. That's one angle that we use this image for, of a foot. We'll be doing different angles, but here's one from the front, and just one quick way to get around it. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe. Keep in touch. Let us have your comments as well. We would love to hear from you. Have yourself a wonderful day.